Hi students, and welcome to chapter 1 of regular biology. Today we're going to be talking about the chapter, The Science of Biology. A lot of what I'm talking about in class today and in class tomorrow is going to be following along with what you have in your book. So I really recommend that as we go through the chapter, you also have your book available to you. It will save you from having to write down too much. Kind of by definition, being at distance, all of your assessments are going to be open book. And so instead of taking a whole bunch of copious notes, it's a really great idea to use your book, maybe throw post-it notes all throughout your book, adding details or support or bookmarking things, instead of taking brand new notes, because you know that you're going to be using your book for the exam or for the assessment, whatever that assessment may be. Okay, so we're going to start with the science of biology, and I hope you guys are excited because biology is the study of life. So in this class, we are going to be studying all things that are alive. Biology studies living things. So these are things, anything that you can think of that is alive, that's our jurisdiction. So the coronavirus, maybe. Our virus is alive. That's going to be a big question a little later on in our day. But all of the bacteria, any protista from the beginning of life, from the very first organism, all the way up to humans, everything that has ever been alive, that is within our study. So because of that, biology just keeps kind of getting broader and broader, bigger and bigger as time goes on. And so we sort of break the study of biology into, in this case, 5 different unified but overlapping groups of study. And so I'm just going to start today, and we're going to go through this these different sections. So for some of you, you might find that one of these is more interesting than others. There might be some to you that you would completely throw out, you would never study. We're studying all of these things. And so the really nice thing about biology is that there's something for everyone. It's not like a math class where either you like math or you don't like math. In biology, it really is a something for everybody kind of subject. So we're going to start up here with building the tree of life. So one way that we can study biology is to trace the origin of life and connect it to everything on Earth into one single universal tree. So people that study the tree of life are studying the individual organisms, but in order to do it, they are using biotechnology and genomics and molecular biology and ecology. They're doing all of this stuff. They're using all of those things in order to assemble this tree of life. Biotechnology feels like it's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. In biotechnology, we are looking, this is a very directed, fix problems area of study. So in biotechnology, we use things like CRISPR. If you haven't looked up CRISPR, I really suggest it. Super interesting concept. But CRISPR is an enzyme that can cut your DNA and it can put in new pieces of DNA. So if you had a mutated gene that was causing cancer, an application of CRISPR would be to cut that thing out and input a new gene that smoothed it out, that fixed it without the mutations to help cure your cancer. Or maybe you're born with something that makes you predisposed to a cancer or to type 1 diabetes or to any other number of things. And what biotechnology seeks to do is to go in and basically edit those changes, edit those mistakes out of the genetic code in order to enhance your quality of life. Another area of study is in genomics and molecular biology. In this area, they use what they know in order to understand aging and cancer and how to affect them. So genomics is the study of our whole genome. So where biotechnology is focusing on a particular gene or a particular section of genes, genomics and molecular biology is studying how genetics works. How do those genes get amplified? How do they get made into proteins? How effectively do they do that? What can we do to speed it up or slow it down or keep it working or stop this, from starting? Because once this starts, then maybe aging starts. So genomics and molecular biology really looks to understand aging and cancer, two pretty big causes of death, right? It looks at aging and cancer and how to affect them, how to slow them down, or how to keep them from having such a great or early effect on humans. The next group is ecology and evolution of infectious disease. Whoa, that's right now, right? So these people would be looking at COVID-19. People that are studying ecology and evolution of infectious disease are going, okay, COVID-19 is a coronavirus. It's a novel coronavirus, and it's from this particular area of China where they have these kinds of coronaviruses. It's similar to SARS. We have vaccinations for SARS. We have treatments for SARS. Can we take what we know already and apply it to fighting the coronavirus, COVID-19? And the answer is yes, they can. Most of the vaccines that are being produced right now are actually biotechnology changes to vaccines that were already created for other coronaviruses. So we're really like applying what we already know in order to really speed up this vaccine. You guys, I think, probably have heard that vaccines normally take 3 to 5 years to make, but worldwide, we're looking at getting this vaccine into production within a year of finding out about the virus. It's a pretty big deal. Science is doing some pretty cool stuff right now to try to protect you and me and to get us back into our classroom. The last thing in our study is studying global ecology. So this is studying really big stuff. So from biotechnology, where we study a single gene, we can go all the way up to studying the biosphere, from the edge of the atmosphere all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. That's what's studied in global ecology. Are we seeing global warming? Do we see climate change? Is there an impact on the animals? What is it? How do we help? What could we do? What changes will work? That's all part of our global ecology. And so in global ecology, they're really looking to solve big problems on the earth. Now, does that mean that they're going to need to look into the ecology and evolution of infectious disease? Yes. Are they going to need to call upon biotechnology in order to execute the ideas that they have for global ecology? Yeah. In biotechnology, we can make a bacteria that consumes an oil spill. So that's biotechnology helping global ecology. So that's why they're not a list, okay? They're in this kind of circle because all of biology is kind of bouncing back and forth between these different ideas. So the next thing you guys are going to do is actually an activity through the Howard Hughes Medical Institute, where you're going to look at a series of researchers, a series of scientists, and you're going to see if you can find one who's doing some research that might interest you, so that you can start to see that biology is not something that only some people are interested in, but biology really holds something for everyone. Okay, I'll see you guys later.